Following the expulsion of the Director General of Peter Obi Dati Presidential Campaign Council, Doyin Okupe and 11 others for refusing to pay their membership dues, the National Secretariat of the party has declared the suspension null and void and of no effect. Help us understand the politics of things in Peter Obi's party, BKO.
Well, the most important thing for us to do is find out if indeed Doyin Okupe and other people that have been suspended have indeed committed any infraction. It is always said that politics is local. You register to join a party in your ward. As we all saw with Adams Oshiomhole, he was the national chairman of the APC, but he was suspended at his ward, which means that if people want to wage a war against you as a leader in a political party, they will first go to your ward to discipline you. It also happened to the former national chairman of the PDP, Uche Secondus. Uche Secondus' people at his ward decided to suspend him indefinitely. It was at that point that it became clear that Wike's war against Uche Secondus was not a child's play. It became clear at that point that Wike was not joking. He was very determined. In the case of Doyin Okupe is not the only person. There are others like the state youth leader, the senatorial woman leader, as well as the woman leader state. This all of them were suspended, and as far as the people suspended them are concerned, they are non-financial members of the party. They are guilty of political rascality as well as misappropriation of funds. As I said, it is early days. We have to first discover whether indeed Doyin Okupe commit and others like him, including the woman leader, committed these offenses. You are supposed to pay your dues as a political party. I know someone who contested for the governorship ticket in one of the northern states who was accused of not paying his party dues regularly, and on account of that was even disqualified. So people can have issues at the local level. It is at that local level that you can actually be suspended. If the party leadership at the national level decides to suspend you, you can go to court. You can go to court as long as the process of suspension did not emanate at that local level of your ward, or even at the state level. I saw that even in the case of the late Ahmad Abdul Kadri, the former national vice chairman northwest of the APC. He challenged his suspension by the national leadership of the party on the basis that the process ought to have originated from his ward right up to the state and then the national level. So in this case, the local chapter of Okupe's party has the power to punish him, but of course, that also has to be done with the national leadership being carried along. But if we go back to what happened to Adams Oshiomhole, of course, he was suspended at the local level. At the national level, his suspension was opposed, but the people who suspended him at local level stuck to their guns, and Oshiomhole could not get the court to render his suspension a nullity. And it was one of the factors that forced him to finally give up his position as national chairman of the APC. Because at that local level, they have the power to suspend you. They have the power to send you packing. So it's early days, as I said. Because when I was reading one of the commentators, he said, if the national leadership of the party feels that it was wrong to suspend Doyin Okupe and others, then they should go to court. The court will decide whether they did anything wrong by punishing Doyin Okupe and others. So this is yet another opportunity to test our law, to test the waters of our law and see whether any infraction has been committed by punishing Doyin Okupe. My feeling is that some people at that local level of the party felt that given the rising profile of the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, people like Doyin Okupe had sidelined them, had begun to treat them with levity, had begun to treat them without respect. So I am not surprised that this has happened, because you can see some of the allegations leveled against them. It's marked of people who looked at them as people who have shown no respect to the leadership of the party at that level. So, as I said, it's early days. We'll see what happens in the next few days. But one thing is clear: the leadership, the central leadership of the party, has passed literally a vote of confidence in Okupe. They believe in Okupe. They do not want to see him out of the party. They are happy to work with him, and this is Okupe's saving grace for now. Whether this will be enough to keep him in the party, we really can't tell, but it's not a good sign, because we have been saying that the Labour Party is not strong enough in the Southwest. And now we are seeing this. How can the party hope to win in a state like Ogun, for example, if it cannot put its house in order? This will be a big distraction to the party as it continues to campaign to see if it can win the presidential election.